How many combinations do you think you can make with just these 6 Lego bricks? Yes, just 6 of the classic 2x4 Lego brick. The answer is more than you might think. It's somewhere in the range of 915 million. That's roughly enough for every person in America to have up to 3 unique combinations just to themselves. What you can do with Lego is amazing. What you can build is unbelievable. Welcome to the world of the Lego MOC. Lego hasn't always been small plastic bricks. A Danish carpenter named Ole Christensen made the first Lego set in 1932, a wooden duck with wheels that could be pulled around. It wasn't until 1949 when the interlocking plastic brick was born. There are now over 560 billion Lego pieces currently in the world. Since then, the Lego Group has gone on to do some incredible things. Lego recently became the world's most valuable toy brand, surpassing the likes of Mattel and Hasbro. And in February of 2015, Lego supplanted Ferrari as the world's most popular brand. Millions of people love and build Lego, and with that comes MOCs. Now you're probably wondering, what exactly is a MOC? It's simple. MOC is an acronym like NASA, or an abbreviation like NBA. It stands for My Own Creation. Now I think it is necessary to specify the type of creations we're talking about here. Making something out of Lego, it's an activity that most of us experience as kids. That moment when you get a bucket full of pieces and spill them all across the floor. It's an exciting feeling. You pick up the pieces and start interlocking them. Each individual brick looks like nothing, but you make them into, well, something. Whether it be a castle, a car, an animal, whatever. Building with Lego is fun, and creating a piece that you can be proud of is extremely satisfying. But it's just child's play, right? There isn't anything more to it. Well, I'm here to tell you that statement is incorrect. Even though it doesn't seem like it, building with Lego is an art form. And while that multicolored plane you built when you were 8 years old seemed pretty cool at the time, it doesn't quite compare to things like this. Yes, technically what you built as a kid qualifies as a MOC. But did you care about it? Was there any personal attachment to the design? Probably not. You wouldn't have cared if it was destroyed or taken apart to make other things. Building Lego MOCs, like any other art form, takes as much tender love and care as it can get. There needs to be meticulous attention to detail so the artist can get it to exactly where he wants it to be. Building a Lego MOC can be divided into 3 key components. Sometimes Lego MOCers just sit down and mess with the pieces in front of them until they think of something creative to build. But most of the time they go into the building process with a plan. MOCers, like myself, are often visual people and can picture what they want to build in their minds. Others will sketch things out ahead of time, either with a pencil and paper or on Lego Digital Designer, an online mocking program. An important aspect of mocking is knowing what you're going to build ahead of time, and this can take some time studying the shape of the real-life object you're basing it off of. The preparation for mocking is extremely important, and if you don't go in with the plan, you might not like the results you get. This seems pretty self-explanatory. You can't make a Lego MOC without any pieces. But there's a lot more to it. Not every piece has the same use. Those 2x4s we showed earlier might come in handy when building a house, but what about a spaceship? Each Lego piece has its own individual role, and using them the right way is key to making a good MOC. But thinking outside the box with pieces is one of the most fun and creative aspects of mocking. Take for example the Lego Star Wars Ultimate Collector Series B-Wing set here. In the middle, you see those ridged pieces? You would think that sort of piece is made for this kind of set, but really it's not. It's actually a fist from the Lego line of action figure type sets called Bionicle. You wouldn't know that just by looking at it, and that's why using pieces in the best and most creative ways possible is essential to mocking. Yes, of course, the building process itself. The pieces are important, but they aren't much until they're actually put together. There are many different routes you can take when building. You can go with the simplest route, just stacking bricks on top of each other until you get a rough shape of what you want. Or you could try to use some more advanced building techniques to maximize the amount of details in your creation. And there are even some building techniques that are considered illegal and you'll never find them on an official Lego set. The Lego mocking community uses a certain lingo to define some of the most advanced building techniques. The most common one you'll see is SNOT, which stands for studs not on top. It's exactly like it sounds. It just means that the pieces you're using cannot be facing upwards. They can be on their side, facing the ground, just not towards the ceiling. Snot can happen in a couple of different ways. One would be using the Lego pieces specifically designed for snot. Pieces that have studs already on the side ready to attach other bricks onto them. Another way is creating your own method of snot. Having pieces rest upside down and being held into place by other pieces. Snot is an extremely common technique used and can create some incredible looking designs. Another common building technique is called greebling. To greeble something is to make it appear more complex, and this can be accomplished with the use of the right Lego pieces. Usually, greebling happens with the smallest Lego bricks, things like hands, rods, vents, etc., to maximize the amount of detail and to make something look more interesting. Take this common Lego plate for example. It looks pretty boring by itself, right? When you greeble it, the detail and aesthetic increases tremendously. But this is where we can delve into the illegal Lego building techniques. While having that minifigure hand as a nice detail might look cool, things like that aren't accepted by the official Lego designers. The actual building of a MOC can take lots of time, and getting all the precise details is extremely important. So, that's the Lego MOC. It's a lot more impressive than you thought, isn't it? There are even some conventions where people go to showcase MOCs they have made. Brick Fair Virginia happens every year in the Washington, D.C. area and attracts over 20,000 visitors annually. There's also a touring museum called the Art of the Brick and has some of the greatest Lego creations ever made. Lego is still technically just a toy, but what you can do with the bricks is truly awesome.